Welcome. Thank you for joining us for this video on guided meditation. We have about 15 minutes or so to spend together, so let's get rolling. To start, you should be dressed really comfortably, so you might want to change into clothes that you normally would put on when you get home from work, or maybe even your pajamas. I won't tell. And then we're going to grab a few items around the house to help support the body in our Shavasana pose, or our corpse pose. So we're going to be laying flat out on the back and using some blankets, maybe some pillows, and some towels to help prop the body up and fill in any of those spaces that aren't connected with the floor or with your mat, and just help the body be able to really deeply relax. So you can pause this for a moment if you like, and then come back and join me. So I am going to just show you a basic setup, and it's going to depend on your body, so make any adjustments that you need to find the comfort that you need. If you have low back issues, you may want to use a chair and lay on your back with your legs up on the seat of the chair. So your lower legs would be on the seat of the chair, with the chair kind of butted up to your thigh. For me, I'm going to use two rolled up towels and a blanket to cover up. I'm not going to actually do that right now, but it's always nice to keep the body warm. I also like to use an eye pillow when I do guided meditation or my Shavasana pose to help block out the light, but it also will, this is a little bit weighted, so it gives that little bit of extra pressure around the eyes and on the forehead, which stimulates a relaxation response. So these are really nice and handy to have. But for now, I'm just going to show you this basic setup. So a roll to go right behind my neck, and then another one to go under my knees. And if you would like to have a bigger roll or a smaller roll, you just adjust as you like. So just rolling down, coming nice and flat. We're going to bring the arms to the sides with the palms facing towards the mat. So we're feeling really connected and grounded. And you're going to lower the eyes or close them if you're feeling safe and comfortable with that. If not, you can keep your eyes open. And then I'm going to read this lovely guided meditation from this book called How to Relax by Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Vietnamese Buddhist monk, and who's got many, many books, really beautiful writings. Things that I like to read at the beginning of a studio class that we can contemplate or meditate on in the beginning of class while we're doing our breathing exercises. But this guided meditation that I'm doing for deep relaxation is in the back of this book. So the process, we are going to get ourselves really comfortable, lower the eyes or close them, and then I'm going to guide you through. So just listen to my voice. And when we get to the end of the reading part, then we're going to come to stillness and quiet. So just letting everything sink in and noticing how you're feeling during that. We're going to then invite the sound of the bell come out of our meditation, and we're going to join together to wrap up the class. So starting, laying on your back, getting really comfortable, really cozy, and knowing that you can adjust at any point during this practice if you get uncomfortable. So don't feel like you're kind of stuck here for the end of the whole practice. So getting really comfortable. And then I'd like you to take a quick scan of the body and notice how your body is feeling right now. Are you feeling really tense? Do you have aches and pains? Are you holding tension anywhere in the body? And if you are, how about when you inhale, you send that breath to that area. And as you exhale, see if you can soften the area. So just with your natural breath right now, just inhaling and exhaling. Notice where your breath is right now. Are you breathing rapidly, or are you breathing deeply? Do you have a longer inhale or a longer exhale? And we're not judging, we're just noticing how it is. Maybe this is the first time today that you've noticed your breath. So noticing it, noticing the body, Noticing your thoughts. Do you have things from earlier today creeping in? Or things that are going to happen in the future that are kind of tapping at the door? We're just going to put those to the side. We can go back and revisit those after this practice. So for these next few moments, we just want to be here. We want to be mindful. We want to be where we are. And if those thoughts keep creeping back in, just acknowledge them and push them to the side. And it's okay if you can't. It's a process. So just trying to. And then I want you to start to have an equal inhale and an equal exhale. So maybe we start with an inhale of a count of 5. So inhale for 5. And exhale for a count of 5. And continue with the 5 count of inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, maybe you feel yourself floating up just a little bit, just slightly off your mat. And as you exhale, you're floating down. As you inhale, you float just a little bit. And exhale, you're floating down just a little deeper. Really kind of snuggling down into the props, into the mat, into the carpet, wherever you are, feeling yourself melting downward. And continuing with this for a couple more cycles of breath. And after that, I'd like you just to return to your normal breathing. We'll go through the guided meditation. So again, making any of those little adjustments that you might need to get yourself really super comfortable. And I want you to become aware of the floor beneath you and the contact of your body on the floor, on your props. Just noticing the feeling and knowing that you're supported. And just allowing yourself to sink a little further downward. And then becoming really aware of that in-breath and out-breath. And the rise of your abdomen and the fall of it. So inhaling and expanding outward, feeling the ribs expand outward. And as you exhale, everything compressing inward. And just continuing with that. So breathing in, bring your awareness to your eyes. Breathing out, allow your eyes to soften. Allow your eyes to sink back into your head. Let go of the tension in all of the tiny muscles around your eyes. Your eyes see a paradise of forms and colors. Allow your eyes to soften. Send love and gratitude to your eyes. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your mouth. Breathing out, allow your mouth to soften. Release the tension around your mouth. Let a gentle smile bloom on your lips. Smiling releases the tension in the hundreds of tiny muscles in your face. Feel the tension release in your cheeks, your jaw, and your throat. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your shoulders. Breathing out, allow your shoulders to soften. Let them sink down into the floor. Let all the accumulated tension flow into the floor. You carry so much with your shoulders. Now let your shoulders soften as you care for them. Breathing in, become aware of your arms. Breathing out, allow your arms to soften. Let your arms sink into the floor. Relax and soften your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, and all the tiny muscles in your fingers. this opportunity just to wiggle the fingers around a bit, bringing movement to them, and then finding stillness. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your heart. Breathing out, allow your heart to soften. You may have neglected your heart for a long time, and you cause your heart stress by the way you work, eat, and manage anxiety and stress. Your heart beats for you night and day. Embrace your heart with mindfulness and tenderness, reconciling and taking care of your heart. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your legs. Breathing out, allow your legs to soften. Release all the tension in your legs, your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, your toes, and all of the tiny muscles in your toes. Maybe wiggle your toes around, bringing some movement, and then letting them come to softness and stillness. Breathing in, breathing out, your whole body softens, and you feel as light as a lily floating on the water. You have nothing to do, nowhere to go. You are free as a cloud floating in the sky. And just breathe. And starting to bring movement back to the body, becoming aware of the space around the body. And start wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then you're going to start to make those greater movements to help stretch or a big yawn. Maybe bringing the knees up to the chest and giving yourself a nice tight hug, rocking a little from side to side, massaging the lower back. And then rolling to your favorite side and just pausing there for a few moments. Once again, doing a little scan of the body and noticing how you're feeling now. Doing a scan of the mind. Hopefully you're feeling a little more grounded, a little more peace. When you're ready, join me in a comfortable seated pose. And we're going to start our wrap up with our hands extended from side to side, with our palms facing upwards in a gesture of receiving. We're going to inhale and scoop up all the gratitude for what we were able to do today, and hold this gratitude in the palms of our hands. And then we're going to pull it down to the heart and connecting the gratitude to your heart with your thumbs. Maybe a slight bow of the head. I want to thank you so much for joining me in this yoga practice. Most importantly, for making the time for yourself to slow down and just to be mindful and be where you are right now. You can always extend this practice. You can have a longer time in rest and come back anytime. I wish you peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste.